Hi and welcome back to Hooking is a Lifestyle. Today I'm going to show you how to create a corner to corner Afghan, and I'm going to show you in this video how to recreate this swash that I have here. I'm going to show you how to begin, which you begin here and you work your way up to this corner here. So you're going to be working here from side to side and work your way here. And I'm going to show you how to start it, how to end it, and how to switch colors. Let's get started. So to begin, I'm going to start with the red like I did here. Push this to the side. I have my red. So you're going to start with a slip knot, and then you're going to chain up 6. And then we're going to double crochet into that 4th stitch from the hook. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, and we put our double crochet right into that 4th stitch. We have 2 spaces left, so we put 1 double crochet in each. And there we have our first little block, which is this one right here, the one right there. So now we're going to move on to the second row, and we're going to do that by turning our work. Okay, and we're going to do 6 chains again. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once we have our 6, we're going to double crochet into that 4th stitch again. And then the remaining 2 stitches. And the last one is right there. Put it right in there. I'm trying not to turn my work so I don't get confused. Okay, now that we have completed our second, we're going to go in here and slip stitch into that chain 3 space. Okay, once we have slip stitch in there, we'll chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll put 3 more double crochet into that chain 3 space. So you can see now we have 3 blocks. This is row 1, this is row 2. To continue, we'll turn our work again, and we always do a chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we'll double crochet into the 4th chain. Double crochet right in there. And then the next 2. Okay, so now we want to move on to this space here, this chain 3, so we'll slip stitch in there. That's what your work should look like now. You chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3. You put 3 double crochet into that same chain 3 space. That's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to slip stitch to this space here, just like so. We'll chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we'll put our 3 double crochet into that space. And this is what our work looks like so far. Now to continue on, we're gonna turn our work again, and we'll chain up 6 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Double crochet into the fourth space, and then the last 2 spaces of the chain 6. Okay, now we're going to slip stitch into this chain 3 space, slip stitch right in there, we'll chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and put 3 double crochet. Slip stitch into this space, this next space, this next chain 3, right in there, chain up 3, put 3 double crochet in there, and that's 3, and then we'll slip stitch into the last chain 3 space right there. So after we slip stitch in there, sorry, my phone rang and I got distracted, then we'll chain up 3, and we put the 3 double crochet into that last space. And this is what your work looks like. The next part, I'm going to show you how to change colors. Okay, so now we're going to change colors. Like you see here, this matches this. So now it's time to change colors. And to do that, what we're going to do, pick up our work. This is where we left off. What we want to do is turn our work. And instead of doing our chain 6 with the red, what we're going to do is we're going to add our white, just like so, and then we'll chain up 6 there. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then tug on these 2 here. If you want, you can make a knot so they don't come loose, and then we're going to double crochet into that 4th chain from the hook as always, and then in the next 2. The last one would be right there where the red meets the white, so you do it right there, just like that. Pull on it again, and then you could cut off the red if you want at this point, and then we're gonna slip stitch into the red to that next chain 3 space, slip stitch in there, and continue on like we were from the beginning. Chain up 3, and then put 3 double crochet in there. Then we'll slip stitch into the next chain 3 space and chain up 3 and put the 3 double crochet into that same space. Slip stitch into the next chain 3 space and chain 3, 3 double crochet in the same space. We're moving on to the last space. Slip stitch, chain 3, and 3 double crochet in there. We'll turn our work, chain up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double crochet into the 4th stitch from the hook and the next 2 stitches. We'll slip stitch into that next chain 3 space, chain up 3, double crochet 3 times in the same space. We'll slip stitch again in the next space, chain up 3, 3 double crochet in there. Slip stitch into the next chain 3 space, chain up 3, 3 double crochet in there. Slip stitch into the next chain 3 space, chain up 3, and 3 double crochet in there. Slip stitch into that last chain 3 space, chain up 3, and 3 double crochet in there. Alright, so at this point I want to start squaring it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my work, and instead of chaining up 6 at this point, what I want to do is work my way back to this chain 3 space. So I'm going to slip stitch all the way till I get here. So all you have to do is just slip stitch into the next double crochet, into the next double crochet, and then into that chain 3. So before I slip stitch into that chain 3, I want to switch my colors and start with the blue. So I'm going to switch colors here, and what I'm going to do is slip stitch in there with the white, and then bring my blue over and start chaining here. And we're not going to chain 6 now, because remember we are going to square it off. So what we're going to do is chain up just 3. So we chain 3 with the blue, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do the 3 double crochet right into that same space. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, pull on those, tug on the white and blue, and then put it behind you. Then slip stitch into the next chain 3 space, just like so, and then chain up 3, 3 double crochet in there. So continue to do this until you get right here, the second to last, and I'll show you what to do next. So I work my way to the second to last space. This is the last space, and you normally would slip stitch in here and then chain 3 and put your 3 double crochet there, but we don't want to do that because we want to square off our work. So after we slip stitch, what we're going to do is just turn our work, and then from here we're going to slip stitch our way to this chain 3 space. So we do the same thing we did in the last round, which was slip stitch all the way there, and then right there, and we'll chain up 3. We'll add our 3 double crochet in there, and then we're going to slip stitch into that next chain 3 space, chain up 3, and then 3 double crochet. So we made it all the way. This is the last space here, so we'll slip stitch in there. And remember, when we slip stitch into the last space, what we want to do is turn our work. Then slip stitch again till you get to the first chain 3 space. Just like so. And then we'll chain up 3. Okay? Chain up 3, and then 3 double crochet in there. Slip stitch into that next chain 3 space, chain up 3, 3 double crochet in there. Okay. Pull on my yarn, slip stitch into that next chain 3 space, chain up 3, 3 double crochet in there. This is the last space, so we'll just slip stitch. We'll turn our work, and we'll slip stitch our way back to that chain 3 space. Right in there. As you can see, it's getting smaller as you go. Now we'll chain up 3, 3 double crochet into that chain 3 space, slip stitch into that next chain 3 space, chain up 3, 3 double crochet in there, this is the last space, so we'll slip stitch in there, turn our work, slip stitch our way back to the chain 3 space, okay, chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and this is the last block you will make to close it off. So we'll slip stitch into that last space, and you're done. At this point, you want to cut your yarn, so you cast off here, pull it through, tug on it, and as you can see, you have created a square which started from one corner to the next. And that is basically how you corner to corner an Afghan. I hope this tutorial was helpful and clear. If you have any questions, please leave them down below as always. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more tutorials like this, please let me know. And thanks guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.